Economic status. The type of a house also depends on the economic conditions of its intended occupier. A poor person with small means will build a small house and use cheaper material. On the other hand, a rich person can build a big modern house using highly expensive materials like sandstone, teak wood, marble tiles, etc. According to the amount of money spent, houses can be of the following types. Low-cost houses. A large number of people in rural areas are poor and cannot afford to build high-cost houses. They look for materials which are cheaper, easily available, and are within the limits of their budget. That is why they make kacha houses for themselves. Many poor people migrate to cities. There too, they cannot afford proper shelters. They use cheap materials like plastic, tin sheets, plywood, and cardboard to build makeshift houses. Such areas in cities are called slums. High-cost houses. Bungalows, multi-story buildings, and other large pakka houses seen in cities and towns are built at a high cost. Materials used in building these houses are expensive and fashionable too. The roofs are generally made of concrete. The walls are made of bricks and plastered with a mixture of cement and sand. Expensive tiles and wallpaper or even glasses are used on these walls to make them look beautiful and attractive. The floors are made of expensive marble, wood, or porcelain tiles. Wood, metal, and glass are used in making doors and windows in these houses. Living together. We, human beings, live together in a society. That is why we are also called social animals. Just like human beings, most of the animals also live in groups. Fish live in shoals, birds fly in flocks, and elephants live in herds. Carnivorous animals like lions and tigers hunt in groups. In most of the animals, the purpose of living together is generally due to two reasons: protection from enemies and reproduction. At the sight of an enemy, the alert animals in a group alert others by making noises. They either run away or ward off the enemy by staying together. The young ones are also taken care of by other members of the group. Thus, staying in a group ensures survival of all such animals. Social insects. Some insects like ants and bees live in large groups. They have a well-developed society or colony where each member does a particular job. These colonies last for many generations. The behavior of ants and bees reflects the social nature of these insects. That is why they are also called social insects. Ants. Ants live and work together in large groups. Ant colonies are called ant hills. They are usually built underground. An ant hill consists of many chambers that are well connected to each other and to the surface with the help of well-ventilated tunnels. Ants are divided into groups according to the task they perform. The queen lays eggs which are looked after by the worker ants. The worker ants are also responsible for building the colony, finding food, looking after the young ones, and keeping unwanted visitors away. Ants communicate effectively with the members of their colony using chemicals called pheromones. They also use their antennae for communication. Bees. Honeybees live in groups called beehives, which are made of wax. The number of bees in each beehive may range from 50,000 to 80,000. The hive is divided into thousands of hexagonal, six-sided cells arranged in rows. These cells are used to store food, wax, eggs for hatching, etc. Bees are also divided to perform different tasks. Each colony has a queen bee that is the largest bee and lays eggs. Worker bees keep the hive clean, build the wax combs, look after the young ones, and gather nectar and pollen from flowers. They keep the air in the hive cool by constantly flapping their wings. Drones or male bees help in reproduction. Bees also communicate through pheromones, which they pass among themselves through touch.